Angular basics streaming. In this streaming, I will start with the Angular because I am in working with Angular and React for past some time. But Angular, I don't have anything on my channel. Although Angular is still very much relevant because for the past 5 years I have been switching between Angular projects and React projects. So React is more relevant because it is used in the startup world also a lot. But Angular is still the king of the enterprise. A lot of the old projects, if they which were made in Angular JS. Okay, so let me talk about a bit of Angular JS. So Angular was released in 2010 around. So there was Angular JS, which is the version 1 and below 1 to 1.5, 6, 7, 8, 9 till it goes till Angular 2, and it is totally different from Angular, which is Angular 2 plus. And every 6 months they release some Angular version with some incremental update, but it is all compatible with Angular 2. So if you know Angular 2, you can work with Angular 12 also, which I am going to teach. Okay, and we'll start just from the basic of Angular 2, Angular 12. So let's get started. Okay. Okay, so Angular documentation are also very good. So what we need to do, npm install -g at Angular and CLI, which is very important to work with Angular. So this thing you have to do this. I have already done it, so that's why I am not doing it again. So wait one sec. Let me do something which I should have done earlier. Some setup. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, so this we need to do like this. Actually it is already done, so I don't want to do it again. So this is done. After that, if you have not done, you have to do this. Okay, so after that we create a first project with a command, again a command. So we'll create it. ng command is there always for Angular. ng new, let me call it first dash app, and I will also pass the dash that no strict. So because we don't want any strict TypeScript rules and all those things, we don't want. So when you start with this no strict flag is very important. You should also give this. We later know how to release remove it. Okay, so right now this is okay. Okay, so let me give that, and then it will ask us some questions. Do you need Angular routing? And I will say no, we don't need it right now because we are not going to right now use routing. Okay, so this, then we are going to use CSS also. As CSS also we can use, but we will use CSS. And it doesn't take much time to create an Angular project. Actually I have worked with React more, and especially in this YouTube channel also, and React project takes a long time to create, but it doesn't take that much time to create. So let's not wait that much. Anyways, I am doing live streaming, so I cannot pause. If I was having recording this, I would have paused, but I'm not doing live streaming. Okay, so the thing is that this is there, and as I have told that let it do. I think maybe it doesn't take this much time. Maybe I'm streaming also, and that's one of the reason it is taking a bit of time. Okay. Oh, see, it is done so quickly. And now just Angular command is a bit different. So I will go to this cd first app. I'll go here, and code I will do. Okay, so it will open it in my VS Code, and then let me do the ng serve. ng serve is the command, just like npm start is in React. Here we have ng serve, not server, ng serve, and it opens it in a some localhost 4200, I think. Yeah, 4200. Oh. I have some Angular projects running actually, I think. Okay, let me quickly close it. Again I'll do this ng serve. This time you will not get this, then get an error. Okay, It's done. Let me maximize it, let it start. Okay, so we will learn a bit about how the Angular project is structured. Okay, so see, the Angular project, you have to come here inside the source and you have to come to the index.html, and the Angular project actually starts from here. This index.html, it starts, and it will call the app root it will call. So this is the way Angular calls a component. App root it is calling. And if I open this, where is my this? Okay, this is not yeah, it is compiled successfully. Let me do one thing. Let me open it in the default browser, which is Chrome. Okay, so this is been seen like this. It is, sometime it should not be, yeah, it is 100%. Okay, so it is seen like this. So this is what is there in Angular. First app is running, so they keep on changing this thing. So this is what it is there. Okay, so we'll remove all this, but it is not coming from index.html. So index.html, what is there? Index.html, this app root is been called. Okay, so where is this app root? So app root is in the source app, and this app component.html is the app root. All those things which are fancy things which you are seeing, it is coming from here, this long file which we soon delete everything in it. And this is the ts file, which is very much important. So this is our Angular structure. So TypeScript file, TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript. So it is like, that means everything is compiled to JavaScript, but it is a superset. It has got some a string also, like some variable we take, we have to give it a string or something else. It is like that. Okay, so it is there like this. So, and this in selector I am giving this app root, and template URL I am giving this HTML, and in style URL I am giving CSS, means this CSS file is there. So one thing about Angular is that everything is differentiated. Like in React, JavaScript and your HTML are same, but here they are generally different. HTML and JavaScript or TypeScript, whatever it is, a TypeScript only, they're different. Okay, so they are different. So app root is there. So selector is app root. So see what is happening. This index.html app root we are calling. Okay, this app root we are calling. So it is coming here. This app.ts, and it is loading this template URL, this HTML, this all HTML. It is been loaded. So this is how it works. So as I've told, we are going to delete everything here. This is too much code. Okay, delete everything, save it, and now we'll get a blank screen because nothing is there. Okay, nothing is there. So let us have some input type. Okay, input type text. Okay, so we're going to use something known as ng model, which we are not going to learn now, but we are going to learn it soon. So ng model is for two-way binding. Just this is how we bind in Angular. Ng model, ng model I will do ng model equal to name. Ng model equal to name I will do, and then p I am going to do, and see, p we can give anything. Okay, p we can give anything, and here I am going to give name. Okay, p I am going to give name here. Okay, so the what is this name? And ng model is also a name, and p name. So this is a variable. Name is a variable. Let me give it here, app component, and instead of title, I don't want a title anymore. Let me give the name. Let me give the name. Name is Nabindu Biswas. Okay, I will give that, and it is a two-way binding. Okay, fail to compile. Why it is fail to compile? Let me inspect fail to compile and console. So we cannot read much here, but the thing is that it failed because that ng model directive which we have used, we cannot use it like this. So ng model directive need to be imported at a place. It is known as directive. So ng model we need to add it in the forms module. Okay. So where is our app.module.ts? We'll go to app.module.ts. Okay, app.module.ts, and here, so to use that ng ng model, we have to add the form module here. Okay, form module here we will add. Then imports is there, comma, forms module we will do, forms module we will do, and see the forms module is also imported, so it is good. Forms module is done. Let me save it. Okay, forms module is done. Now we will go to localhost and see. Now my name is also shown because it is I have name is there, and it has been shown below. This is something known as string interpolation, means the I am outputting the name, and this is a two-way binding. So how it works, if I go here and I write Shikha Vishwas, and it will come. So this works like this, means this is how in Angular we do it. In React I have done a lot of things. This forms thing is always a bit different in all the languages. See, and Angular is a framework, so it is a bit different, and Angular have 2-3 ways to do that using just one way. Okay, so now we will look into how to add Bootstrap in the project. So we'll add Bootstrap in the project, and then we will, because this project I will continue for some time, so we'll add Bootstrap in the project. So for that I can either close this, or I can do a Control J and open the integrated terminal. And I don't like PowerShell, so I will open the Git bash and see first app is there. And okay, so npm I bootstrap at 3. So we are going to use the third version. So npm I bootstrap at 3, I am going to do that. Third one will be done. Bootstrap 3, Bootstrap 5 is the latest, but we don't want to use that Bootstrap 5. Okay, so the Bootstrap installation is not yet done. There are some more thing which is required in this Bootstrap installation. Angular.json, there is a file known as angular.json, so we have to go there in angular.json, and then styles is there. Okay, styles is there. So here we have to give the path for the Bootstrap. So I will come here and where we have to go to we have to give the path from the node modules. Node modules is there, and where is Bootstrap? Yeah, Bootstrap is here, and then dist is here, CSS is here, and Bootstrap main.css will take. Okay, main.css will take. Okay, there is a good way to do this copy path, but I don't think it will work. And like this, yeah, it is not working actually. Node modules, I'll remove this much normal, and it is not backslash, it is like this. So this windows and linings things are like this only. Okay, so like this, it is the complete pattern. Node module, Bootstrap, dist, CSS, Bootstrap main.css, main file battery. So this is how we use Bootstrap in Angular, because we're going to use Bootstrap in the project as I have told earlier. But do I have to run ngserve again? Maybe. Let's see if Bootstrap will be done or not. Okay, so now the thing which we are going to do is we are not going to create a component. Okay, so let me close this out. So we are going to create components. So there are two ways to create component. Okay, the first way is the manual way, which we will see, and then we will see a very cool way to create component in Angular, which is not there in any other language. So in app folder I will create a server folder, server folder, and then the two main files we are going to create, the TS file and the HTML file. No CSS file is required now, right now, because those two are the most important file. Okay, server dot So this is the normal collection. This is the name structure which we do. Component dot html, server dot component dot html, and server dot component dot ts TypeScript. So these two I have done, server dot component dot html and server dot component dot TypeScript I have done. And after that we will do the basic structure. Okay, so the basic structure we are going to do. So let's start with the TypeScript thing, and we have to do some like import component from Angular core. Yeah, Angular core we have to do. Angular core we have to do, and then add component. Add component we have to do. Add component, and the selector. Again, this selector is very important here. There also we have seen. So selector name generally we should but all of the time we should do it like this: app dash server. So what is the name? I will give it like this: app dash server. And then the another important thing is that template URL. Template URL is so template URL is server dot component dot html. So this is the template URL. Some error it is giving. Okay, let's see. Export class server component like this. So this is the basic thing, which is the export class server, and this name is also very important. It should be like s should be capital and then component. So this is like this. Server component is like this. It is done. Okay, so now let's put our HTML, some basic stuff only in HTML, like h2 server component I am putting. So server component I have put, and then okay, again an important thing. So whatever we create, whenever we create a new component, we have to put it in the app component.ts, or Angular won't know that. Not app component.ts, sorry, I'm wrong. In app module.ts we have to put, because that's only the way Angular will know. So imports we have done here, and this is where the component comes. Okay, so I will put the server component, and it should do the auto import for me, I think. Yeah, it did the auto import, and it was nice. It did the auto import server component like this. So it is done. Okay, so now what we are going to do. So app module, it is done. App component.html I have like this input, and let us remove this thing. Okay, let us remove this thing now, because it will not look good. Okay, so I will make this h1. In fact this I will make h1, and after that from here the app server will be called. Okay, app server will be called from here. So this is how Angular components are linked. So app component is even called by index.html index, and from the app component.html the server component.html is been called, and server component.html, this is the unique name for the server component.html which we have put in the selector. So this is how the Angular components works, and how they are all linked. Okay, the server component I have done, and what is in there, it is the server component. So see, Bindu Vishwas and server component. So this is coming from this name, and this server component is coming from here. So when this component gets loaded, so this is one way to create the components. Okay, so actually there is another way to create component, and that is again through the CLI, and this is what most Angular programmers do. When I used to take a lot of Angular interviews also, I've taken a lot of Angular interviews, but I'll tell one thing: I'm much good in React, and I will always tell that learn React to get more jobs. But if your company is using Angular, you have to learn Angular. See, all the service-based company, a lot of Angular projects are there, because the big enterprise companies which are there, they prefer Angular, means still, because their old developers are in Angular. They won't create a React project. I know so many companies are like that. Okay, so now clear is there, and then the way to create a new component is, okay, you are here, and ng gc gc, or you can give the complete also generate component, but most probably most you should give like this one, ng-gc and servers. I'll give, so servers component will be there, and I'll do. And the thing is that it will create another src app only, so we don't have to go to that part because it creates everything here only. As the servers it has created, and through the CLI there is a very cool thing also is there. See, it is created, I created everything here, and another good thing is that I will show it adds also, it's here app.module.ts, which sometime if you do manually you'll forget it, and it actually creates 4 files. One is the testing files also it create, and CSS and HTML file, also CSS, HTML and TS files also it creates. Okay, so this is like this, and then after that what we are going to do, app components we will come, and app components will now not call the servers, it will call the servers, this thing. Okay, and everything is set up actually. Okay, so servers it will call. So now it is very important to go to this servers component, and but if you see here it will say servers work, I don't want it like that. I want from the server component to call the app server, and that was 2 times app server, like this, and 2 times let me call it, and then app server will do this server component thing, so we'll get it 2 times server component thing. Okay, so this is like this. So first component.html we have done. Now what we are going to do, we in the servers, so we learn something else also in the servers component.html file. See, we have we have been calling this app server directly like this, but there is, why, because in template URL the HTML is loaded, but there is another way also. If you have very less code like this, in this only 2 line of code is there, you no need to create an HTML file also. So we are going into React territory here, and I will remove this thing, and backtick is again very important in Angular, just as it in React. Template is string, and the thing is that it is not URL anymore, it is only simple template. And then inside this I will paste this thing. Okay, app server, and like this, save it, and go back, and it is working as usual. Okay, now we will style our project, and we had used Bootstrap, so let us also see that Bootstrap is working or not. So app component.html, I am there, and let this app server will come, but let me remove this now, we're going to soon have it, and app servers will be called. Okay, so dot container, Bootstrap container class, dot row, a Bootstrap row, dot call xs12, column of xs12, h1 dot alert dot alert alert success, like this. So again this is Bootstrap thing. Okay, and here the name will be there, and another thing is required to have this Bootstrap alert. It is something known as well, so this is all because of Bootstrap we are doing this, so it gives some nice things there. And then there will be again dot well, this is again a Bootstrap thing, dot well, and I will move the app server there. Okay, so app server I have moved it here, save it, app servers I have done it here, and then let me go back, and it is not done. Okay, it is not done. Okay, as I have told earlier, that I have not rerun it. Maybe because of that, I need to do. And just so I'm doing it. Compiled successfully. Yeah, so this is bootstrap. Okay, so we have, I was wrong, we have to do it. Okay, so this is there, and so this is one way to means bootstrap we have done. In bootstrap is working fine, and there is we can also directly add it here. We can directly add it here also, and here maybe h1 color is aqua. Color is aqua, maybe. And let's see whether, yeah, color is aqua is done, which is very ugly because it should be dark color. Maybe this. Yeah, now it is good. Yeah, so this is there. So actually, with this completes our part one of Angular. I will see you. I will continue this thing, and I will see you in part two. So this is what I have done for the day, and I will see you tomorrow also at 2:30 p.m. because daily I will see it at 2:30 p.m. because, as you know, if you have read my Instagram, LinkedIn thing, that I'm doing 100 days of code and 100 days 100 videos challenge also. So it is like this. This was the first video out of the 100 videos. So we will meet soon, and thank you, and please do subscribe to my channel. Okay, please do subscribe to my channel so that I can produce more videos like this. And I am doing this 100 days of code because many of my students are doing it. Yeah, I run a boot camp also, and many of my students are doing 100 days of code also. So I'm not like a teacher who don't do the things which he tells student to do. So my students are doing, so I'm also doing this 100 days of code challenge. And I have, on the top of it, I'm doing 100 days 100 videos challenge also. So for the next 100 days I'll produce 100 videos so that we all can do this. Angular I'm doing, after that again I will do so these videos will not be more than 1 hour long, because if I'm doing one video daily I don't get much time. Okay, so because I have to prepare that also, that video. So 1 hour videos, half hour to 1 hour videos, means today's video was a half an hour I think. So half hour to 1 hour videos will be there. Angular I'll do first Angular because Angular was missing from my channel. So Angular, then again I'll do some HTML, CSS, JavaScript project, some React.js project, which is my love. And maybe something after that. We'll see what will happen after 3 months. It is more than 10 days, more than 3 months. Okay, we'll see after that. So bye, please do subscribe to my channel if you're not yet done. Thank you.